Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, a talk show that lets you know what's going on in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and like to say on behalf of the staff, happy spring. I was going to say Merry Christmas. Happy spring, and hope the weather breaks soon. We have some really great adult programs going on this spring. April 14th through the 20th is National Library Week. And the Friday before that, April 12th, is Drop Everything and Read Day. So we encourage you to turn off your phone and unplug yourself and read. And on that Friday, April 12th, there will be coffee, tea, and refreshments in the library if you want to come in and drop everything and read. In addition, during National Library Week, we will have guided tours of the library. So even if you're a regular user of the library, you can come and learn about some of the print and electronic resources that you may not have known about. And also some of the other services that we offer, like scanning of documents. We do have homebound delivery, so you can come learn about that. There's two opportunities for guided tours on Wednesday, April 17th at 2 p.m. and also on Friday, April 19th at 10 a.m. Also during National Library Week, we are having Storytime for Adults, which is a program that I do, and I very much love it. Storytime for Adults is not story appreciation hour. You just come. I do two very short stories. The first one's literally probably 3 minutes, so as people come in late, they don't miss out. And then the second one's a little longer. We don't discuss them. It's just for the joy of being read to. That will be on Wednesday, April 17th at 11 a.m., and also during National Library Week, we will be hosting our annual book sale. So on Thursday, April 18th from 6 to 8 p.m., that's our preview night. There is an admission for that. It's $25, and that entitles you to one large brown bag that you can fill before the sale's open to the general public. And then the book sale will be Friday and Saturday, April 19th and 20th from 10 until 5. And most of our books, I mean, there's some that are $2 or $3, but most of them are $1 or 50 cents. So please come and
there's a wide variety.
There's
a very
huge
nice selection.
Variety. And then on Sunday, the 21st, we will be having our bag sale. So $5 will purchase, get you a large brown bag that you can fill with anything, because we like to sell as much stuff as we can. It's a fundraiser for the library, and the books that are left, we do donate to Goodwill, so they do go on to another organization. Wanted to take a minute to talk about Wise Walk. Wise Walk is a 10-week walking program geared to adults 50 or older. We get together and walk in the South Park, and there's a kickoff meeting on Thursday, April 25th at 10 a.m. at the library. The first time we don't go to the park, we meet at the library. We ask that you register because each participant gets a pedometer, and then each week we have healthy snacks, so we want to make sure that we have enough. And another event that's going on currently and will be going on through early June is our One Book, One Community event. This is the 11th annual One Book, One Community, sponsored by the Allegheny County Library Association, which is our system headquarters. They administer the 45 libraries across the county. We each have our own governing boards, but ACLA is our parent organization. They help organize countywide initiatives, and the One Book, One Community is one of those initiatives. The title this year is People of the Book by Pulitzer Prize-winning author Geraldine Brooks, and Geraldine Brooks will be here in Pittsburgh, coincidentally, for one of the lecture series down at the Carnegie. But
I did not know that.
Yes, and there are some tickets available, but it will be a sold-out event. I will talk about the One Book, One Community book, The People of the Book, whenever we come back for 1-minute book reviews.
Sounds good to me. Well, we have a lot going on over on the children's side in April and May as well, so I want to highlight some of those programs. The first one that we're really excited about is our Star Wars Galactic Adventure. We are very excited to have these live Star Wars characters coming to the library on Saturday, April 6th. Hopefully we can zoom in on this flyer for you, but you can see Darth and some clone troopers, and they will be on hand here at the library to answer any questions that you might have, to take their picture with you. They are hosting a trivia contest. And of course, it'll be a great time to check out all of our many Star Wars books. We've already started to pull those, so we'll have a nice display. So you can check out some Star Wars books and hang out with the actual Star Wars characters. So this is a first time for us, and we're really excited. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 6th. It starts at 1 p.m. and it will be a 2-hour program. We do ask that you register, so we have an idea, and it will be held in council chambers upstairs across the hall from the library. So that's on Saturday, April 6th.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that one. If you could ask Darth one question in the world, what would you ask him? So be thinking. I mean, that's a great,
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who all is going to be there. I think a clone trooper for sure, and don't know if it's going to be Darth or Luke or who, but, be thinking of what questions you might ask them, because that will be your opportunity to do so. Happy Earth Day. Earth Day is, of course, in April as well, so we're hosting a program where you can come and learn more about how to better take care of the environment, such an important issue for all kids to really find out more about and to learn. And just to celebrate the Earth with us, we'll have some recycled crafts that you can do, so it's kind of a drop-by thing, but that starts at 2 p.m. on Sunday, April 21st. I'm going to give a sneak preview of our preschool math and science, not until May, but we'll be offering a 4-week class for preschoolers that kind of talk about science concept through books as well as hands-on activities. What else? Tweens and teens, for you guys out there, we're hosting Survivor on Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m. It's going to be just like the reality TV show, but it'll be in the house here at the library. So are you strong enough to survive? And of course our puppet theater. You met the puppets on the previous show. Was that last month? I guess that was last month. And now we're starting, we're ready to use these puppets. We want to perform with them, so we need you. We need your help. If you are interested in being a puppeteer with one of our fabulous new puppets, and if you're in 5th grade or up, please contact the library and get on the list for that. We're going to start meeting Thursdays in April at 7 p.m.
Okay, well,
so
enjoy 1-minute book reviews, and we'll be right back.
To talk about a book called The Lover's Dictionary by David Levithan, and it's a novel. It's actually organized like a dictionary, so you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it's organized by like a dictionary with entries for each letter. There's more entries for some letters than others, and it's you can kind of pick the book up and read wherever you pick it up. It's not linear, so it's a beautiful book about love. Using some words like abyss, aloof, lackluster, obstinate, voluminous. He chooses some really interesting words, and we all know how complicated and rich love can be, and so this is a really complicated and rich novel. And I'll read one entry. It's really short. It's for the word antsy, and the entry is, "I swore I would never take you to the opera again." So you can see that there's some that are really funny, there's some that are really touching, there's some that are really moving and sad, and some are heartbreaking, because that's kind of how love is. So highly recommend this book called The Lover's Dictionary by David Levithan.
Of the book by Pulitzer Prize winning author Geraldine Brooks is this year's One Book, One Community title. The book chronicles the journey of a rare illuminated manuscript that survived centuries of war thanks to people who risked their lives to safeguard it. Brooks has turned this true but sparsely detailed history of a precious volume into an emotionally rich, thrilling fictionalization that retraces the turbulent journey of this manuscript. In the hands of Hannah Heath, an impassioned rare book expert restoring the manuscript in 1996 Sarajevo, it yields clues to its guardians and whereabouts. There's an insect wing, a wine stain, salt crystals, and a white hair. While readers experience crucial moments in the book's history through a series of fascinating, fleshed out, very short stories, Hannah pursues the secret scientifically and finds that some people are still willing to risk everything in the name of protecting this treasure. The book is a complex love story. There's always a love element. It's a thrilling mystery, but also a vivid history lesson and a celebration of the enduring powers of ideas. This book reminds me of Girl in Hyacinth Blue by Susan Vreeland. It follows the history of a Vermeer painting back through, it starts in the present and goes back through all the people that had owned it and all the interesting stories that happened along with that painting, and also the movie of the Red Violin. So if you like those kind of reverse chronology books, you'll really like Geraldine Brooks' People of the Book.
And up next on Check It Out, we'll be interviewing Tim Campbell from Pro Martial Arts, and we'll be going on location to his studio in Bridgeville. So stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to Pro Martial Arts. We're here live on location with Mr. Tim Campbell at his brand new studio, like I said, here in Bridgeville. Mr. Campbell will be doing some programs for us next month at the library, his bullying class for children, as well as a predator prevention class for both children and adults. So he'll be able to tell us a little bit more today about what those classes entail. So let's welcome Tim to our show. Tim, thank you again for inviting us here today.
I appreciate you having me.
Oh, my pleasure. So why don't you start by just telling us how you got started with Pro Martial Arts and what makes you different from other martial arts programs in the area?
Sure. I was in corporate America for a long, long time. I got out and I was looking for a business to run, a franchise, really where I can make a difference. And this was brought to my attention, and the karate appealed to me. But what really set this apart from other franchises that I was looking at was the character education program. And the character education program, there's two facets to it. One of them is our ARMOR program, which is what you just mentioned. It's around bullying and predator prevention, and both of them are pretty hot topics right now.
Definitely.
And
I know there's a mascot that kind of goes along with that, the ARMOR program. Can you tell us about who Rocky the Rhino is? Sure.
We have Rocky the Rhino. That's our mascot. And we chose it for a very specific reason. Rhinoceroses, a lot of people don't know this, but they are not carnivores. They're herbivores.
I did not know this, so This is an interesting factoid.
And that's key for the kids when we explain why we choose this. Being a herbivore, they do not attack other animals. And we teach our kids in karate how to defend yourself, but we don't teach them to fight other kids. So that's really important, especially with bullying, because at school there's zero tolerance, and if you get in a fight, it doesn't matter whose fault it was, you're both in trouble.
Exactly. And I think this is huge for all ages right now. Like you said, it's a hot topic everywhere, in the grade schools, in the middle schools, and even in the high schools. You still, you run into it. It's there. It's out there.
In high schools it can be even worse. So that's part of it. The other part is they have a very thick skin, almost, now I wouldn't say impenetrable, but very, very thick. They're tough,
right.
And we teach the kids, whether it's from a bullying standpoint, to try not to pay attention to what other kids say. Right. And then they don't have any predators. So all in all, it's a perfect mascot for us.
Okay, that's great. And talk a little bit about the leadership. I know there's a leadership program that goes along with that as well. Or it's its own separate program? Sure.
Well, the other part of the character education program is what we, the kids every single day, we have a word of the month. So sometimes that word is character, sometimes it's respect, and during class we talk about these words. What's it like to have respect at home? Respect your parents, respect your little brothers and sisters. At school, respect your teachers, things like that. So every month there's a new word, and every single week there's a lesson on that word.
So it's definitely much more than just teaching the kids the karate moves. It's more.
Absolutely. I think what the reason I got into this business is that karate in general, you learn discipline. This is at any studio. You learn discipline and you learn respect. It's fantastic for kids no matter where
Right.
you send your kids.
Right.
But what sets us apart is we take that to the next level. So we really go out of our way to talk about all these different things. In our leadership program, we even take it further. They get more karate than a normal
Okay.
basic program. But they also, a part of this class, we take those topics and we really dive into it for like 15 minutes. And there's even some homework assignments to really teach the kids about how to become a leader. Again, it's not just about school, it's about family, it's about
Absolutely.
how to treat everyone with respect. And it's a year-long curriculum.
Great. Such an important topic for kids, but you don't have just classes for children. Can you tell us a little bit about your other classes that you offer for adults?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we have karate for adults.
Okay.
That's first and foremost. That's our specialty. We also have kickboxing, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, which it's an excellent curriculum. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, and Saturday mornings.
Okay.
And then finally, we just started a women's self-defense course. It's about a 6-hour course split over 4 different Saturdays. And it's really picking up steam.
Great. Very good. Well, do you think any of your instructors might be willing to show us some of the moves, maybe? Give us a little demo?
Absolutely.
All right, well, I need a partner in crime, so let's bring Christine back over to work with me, and you can go and pull Alexis, and we'll get started.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one and 5. All right, good. Next, we're going to move on to our horse stance. This is our blocking stance. So, we get into our horse stance. Nice wide stance. Hands at our sides. Remember the high block. We're going to start with our right hand going up. So we're going to protect our body. Right hand's on the bottom. And go up. All right, good. Now we're just going to do the left hand. So we're going to put the left hand on the bottom, right hand on the top. And up. All right, good job, guys. And
the first thing you want to remember in women's self-defense is that you want to get a good stance. Your stance is your foundation for every technique that you do. So you saw that I was in a short stance with my hands up. That's signaling that you don't want to be violent, you're not provoking the fight, you just want to get away quickly. So the first technique that I did was Tim was coming at me either with a front grab. It's before you actually get grabbed or someone's trying to choke you, stuff like that. So what you do is you get into your stance, and then you use your bent knees as like a spring action to spring up. And you want your hands right in front of your face, almost kind of making a triangle shape with your hands like this. And the goal is to get your right hand right on their neck to kind of stun them. And then you grab behind their head, bring them in for a knee. Now, you can do the knee technique a couple times just to make sure that the attacker is subdued. Then you just kind of throw them to the ground and you take off running as fast as you can. Now, the next technique I did, it was a cross wrist grab. That means opposite hand wrist grab. First thing you want to do is you want to trap their hand with your free hand. And then you take the hand that's trapping that and kind of rotate your elbow onto their forearm and push them down into an arm bar. From there, you can do an elbow strike. You can knee them in the face, push them down. Just remember, your key point is to escape. That's all you want to do. You want to have that mentality of escape, run away, get safe.
Okay, so thank you so much for that demonstration. Is there anything else you want to talk to our viewers about or let our viewers know about, specifically to the Character Education Program? Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us?
Absolutely. Another one of the key parts, as I mentioned before, our ARMOR program, which deals with bullying and predator prevention, is key. We have the leadership programs. The other, and I think maybe the most important part of our character education program, is how we develop the life skills for the kids.
Okay.
There's 2 things. One of them is a job list, and it's on one page, and it lists about 15 to 20 different chores for the kids to do, and they have to bring it in every single week. And it could be, you know, we start at 3 years old and go up to
Oh, wow. You start that
all
young.
ages.
Okay.
So some of these chores are brushing their teeth, making
Right.
their bed, laying out
Putting
their
their
clothes
toys
for
away.
their
Okay.
Exactly. And they have to do this every single week. So we
That's great because kids have to learn accountability. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's responsibility, it's accountability.
Absolutely. And there's room on this sheet if the parents if there's something specific that the child is having trouble with or that he or she to do,
Right.
you can add it on there, and we'll reward them positively in
Great.
front of the class. And then the other part is I think what really drives a lot of this is in order to test for their next belt, they have to get stripes on their belt.
Okay.
And in order to get stripes on their belt, they have to get so many, I guess you'd call it, there's boxes to fill out.
Okay.
And the way they fill these boxes out is they have to make positive decisions at home or at school
I love this.
on their own.
On their own.
And on their own is the key. And what we have found is, and when they get their stripe, we pull them up in front of the class, and they are just
And that recognition, too, I think does so much. It's the positive reinforcement, and it's the recognition in front of their peers.
It's amazing.
as in their-
It's amazing what it does. The kids
Mm-hmm.
are so proud. We have about 20 different colors and styles of tapes.
Okay.
And what
So the stripe on the belt is actually just a piece of...
it can
duct
be a
tape?
piece of duct tape. It can be a piece of electrical tape. But we
Okay.
also have Batman duct tape and Spider-Man, and they get very, very
Make it
proud
more
of this.
fun.
And it's amazing what positive reinforcement does. And, you know, I think at this school, if you send your child to any karate school, you're going to get a lot of benefits from it. They're all very good instruction in terms of karate. But if you gave us a child at 5 years old and you gave someone else that same child at another studio, by the time they're 10, I will make you a promise that we've developed a better human being. They're going to learn respect. They're going to learn discipline. They're going to learn so many things. We have just the discipline that we just talked about, getting their stripes. We have so many parents coming to us saying, my child doesn't complain as much about doing chores. They ask for things to do sometimes. So
Wow.
it's just, it sounds crazy, but it's
No, I
it
believe
works.
it. I
really
believe
does.
it. Very good. So why don't you tell our viewers then, again, you will be at the library next month, and we're looking forward to that, and we'll run the dates at the bottom of the screen here. But if they are interested into finding out more or taking some classes, how do they enroll? Are there any upcoming classes or camps that they can look into?
Absolutely. Well, those classes, they're going to be free of charge at the library. One of them is around bullying.
Okay.
And there we're going to teach your child the different types of bullying, how to recognize bullying, why bullies do what they do, and how to avoid situations. On the predator prevention side, parents are...
And that's for parents and adults, right?
Absolutely. I mean, both of them the parents are welcome.
Right.
But on the predator prevention, we really encourage parents to sit right alongside their kids, because that is it's a dangerous topic, and there we
Scary topic, but one that needs to be dealt with as well.
very scary, and we just teach them how to recognize dangerous situations and how to trust their instincts, because kids have incredible instincts and they're usually
They do.
spot on.
Yes.
And then this summer we have a couple week-long summer camps.
Okay.
One of them in late June and one of them in early August. So there are plenty of things to do.
Great. All right. Well, thank you so much again, Tim. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
for coming.
And everybody, again, those dates will show at the bottom of the screen. But if you'd like more information, don't forget to call the library or to stop on in. Thank you.
Hi, this is Christine McIntosh, and today we're here in the council chambers for a Irish tea party. The library hosts tea parties 4 times a year. We always have our haunted hat tea party. We have an Irish tea party, usually a Christmas tea party, and then a summer garden tea party. The tea parties are just a fun program for the library to host. We usually get between 20 and 40 people. Today we're having scones and cookies along with tea in our estate teacups. We got these teacups from an estate sale, and we've had them for several years. So glad that you're here to join us and hope you enjoy the tea. So I'm here with Nancy Vaughn, one of our regular attendees to the tea parties, the library tea parties. So, Nancy, what do you like most about the tea parties?
The way the ladies dress. It's so much fun when they come in their outfits every tea party.
Do you come with friends or do you come on your own?
Sometimes my daughter, but today I have two friends, Shirley White and Sheila Kerouac, that came with me.
So glad you brought someone with you. Thank you, Nancy. Please enjoy your tea. Everyone, take a look. Nancy always comes in great outfits. Today she has on her shamrock skirt and her beautiful green shoes. So thank you for coming in festive attire.
Thank you.
And here we are with Mary, who, of course, has come dressed for the occasion for an Irish tea party. So, Mary, what do you like most about the tea parties at the library?
I enjoy the socialization and getting to meet new people. I just recently retired, so it's a good way to make some contacts and find out what's going with the walking and other activities at the library.
And can you tell us what inspired your outfit today? Because it's lovely.
My outfit's really a conglomerate of what many people have given me over the years, because I'm just really into St. Patrick's Day ever since I was in grade school. We had a big event at this grade school I went to, so that's a long time ago. So I just dress up for St. Patrick's Day.
Well, I love the slippers. They're very lovely. They have bells on them too. So you really you get the prize today for being dressed in the most Irish way. So thank you, Mary, for coming. Okay. So here we are with Barb, who's also a regular at our tea party. So can you tell me what you like about the tea parties?
I love everything about the tea parties. They're always a lot of fun. Just to have a space where they bring women together, and every now and then, I think in the past, a man would come from time to time, but it's just the conversation. I love the tea, the little treats they provide, the little drawings. I love everything. And my favorite was the Royal Tea Party.
We had a ball with the Royal Tea Party. We watched, of course it wasn't live because we're with the time difference, but we watched parts of the royal wedding. So that was a lot of fun.
Right, and also in the past, because we've been coming for years. We had one with Civil War costumes, and I mean they're all wonderful. I love them.
And can I ask you about your shamrock and shillelagh? Where did that come from? And
I was trying to remember that this morning, and I think I got it at a little antique shop in Wheeling. And
very nice.
This is a shillelagh, the pipe, and that's all I know about it. I wish it came from a member of my family, but it didn't.
Well, thank you, Barb, and go enjoy your tea. Thanks so much. So you can see we had a great time at the tea party, and we'll be doing it again in the fall.
Sounds good. We'd like to thank our guest one more time, Tim Campbell, for taking us on location and for showing us some of those moves. We had a great time. Also, thank you to Kelly Beeson for her 1-minute book review. As always, if you want any more information about the programs we discussed here today or any of our services at the library, please feel free to give us a call.
Go online.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. See you next month.